admit I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, now that's a gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, but I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, the offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. It'll come from the right hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride and look at. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And out across midfield down to the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Right back to Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting. He's able to convert for 3.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 25. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jabril Cox coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll get it out to midfield. It's right in midfield at the 50. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
From the 36, Tua. And this one's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Forced out to his left. This is intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here we go, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Tua to throw again. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Tua's throw here into the hands of Harry. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Hard throw, incomplete. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And the ball is knocked out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now Tua. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 17. Commanders 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Runs over it, and some room to work.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Here's Tua. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua.
Dodson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. That implication certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down
now on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, Tua.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They go play action here on 1st down. A dump off to Elliott. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb.
27 yards.
And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Tua going to throw.
He's going to drop it.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
That one complete out to Dotson.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And Wilson with it, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action, here's Tua. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Corey Davis, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. The two are going to try and throw for it.
And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Tua now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here.
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. Here's Pollard again. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here this 4th quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll work up your sideline, won't it, partner?
And there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 64 yards.
And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have. To a hit, and the ball is out.
It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Dallas, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ trauma.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been tell you the dash on wood. Campaign is the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Side through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they off. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much.